Well, we're team number 2 from the group 1 from the subject Laboratory of Automatisms, and we're going to talk about the Volkswagen emission scandal. Our team is made up by Gustavo Villaseñor, Alan Lozano, and Fernando Yates. Well, first of all, what is Volkswagen being accused for? The EPA, which stands for the Environmental Protection Agency, found out in September that many Volkswagen vehicles being sold in America had a software that allowed the car to detect when they were being tested, changing the behavior and the performance in order to improve the results in this test. The engines that Volkswagen produced emitted a substance called nitrogen oxide, which it's it pollutes up to 40 times above what it is allowed in the US, as we can see in the image. We can see in blue what they should emit, which is the law limit in cars such as Audi and Volkswagen, and what they are actually emitting. And in the test mode, the cars are fully compliant with all the federal emissions, but when driving normally, the computer switches to a separate mode, changing the fuel pressure, the injection timing, and the exhaust gas recirculation. According to BBC News, the EPIA's findings cover 482,000 cars in the US only, including the Volkswagen manufacturer Audi A3 and the Volkswagen models Jetta, Beetle, Golf, and Passat. Volkswagen has admitted that about 11 million cars worldwide, including 8 million in Europe, have this cheating software. And in order to accomplish this task, a group of engineers in the powertrain development division began to modify the engine management software so the cars could meet the emission criteria, which results in a total of 15,000 individual algorithms that were changed by the employees. Since the problem was revealed, 33% of the company's market cap has been wiped out with its nosedive stock price, and the company has abandoned its goal to become the world's largest automaker by 2018. The CEO at the time, Martin Winterkorn, said that his company had broken the trust of their customers and the public. He resigned as a direct result of the scandal and was replaced by Matthias Müller, the former CEO of Porsche. On January the 4th of 2016, the US Department of Justice sued Volkswagen on behalf of the EPIA, which can technically fine Volkswagen up to 37,000 per car, resulting in a potential 18 billion fine. Volkswagen will recall 8.5 million cars in Europe, including 2.4 million in Germany and 1.2 million in the United Kingdom, and 500,000 in the US alone as a result of the emissions scandal, resulting in 7 billion euros in recalling costs.
Volkswagen situation. The leader of the 20-man supervisory board, Osterloh, said that the social impact and the consequences could be devastating considering the unprecedented amount of the financial penalty. Europe's largest car manufacturer employs more than 600,000 people at about 120 factories, including 270,000 in Germany. Its plant in Chattanooga, Tennessee employs about 2,200, according to the Guardian 2016. Ethics implication. As engineers, we work hard to improve people's lives by creating and designing new solutions to our daily basis problems. What Volkswagen engineers did is not only going to affect the company's profit and resources, but what is more important, they have been affecting people's health, creating respiratory problems and smog by cheating the EPA's tests.
Nowadays, the expectation of corporate wrongdoing is something seen as normal. This was not only the act of a few engineers, but something that came all the way up from the corporate ladder, and there is no doubt that everyone who knew about this cheating device thought it was unethical. We think that there is not only one solution to this type of ethical issues. There are things that need to be done in business ethics, engineering education, and until those things are done, we will be seeing a lot of these problems on our daily basis. Volkswagen's engineers overlooked their ethic responsibilities as professionals. They failed to protect not only their customers but also the whole community in which they live in. Volkswagen will not only have to deal with monetary costs, the amount of toxic substances their cars emitted have a great repercussion on the environment and on the quality of life of all those people that may have acquired lung cancer or some other type of disease.
After analyzing the situation of the Volkswagen scandal, we concluded as a team that the actions that the company did about the implementation of the software to change the behavior of the car when it was being tested were wrong for several reasons. The most important for the company itself was that they harmed their perspective of what now the people have about the company's values and ethics. We also found out that their actions not only damaged their image, but also damaged the community itself by releasing smog and harmful gases to the atmosphere that at the last instance would have been an impact on the human beings, specifically on their health. Finally, the way on which they implemented the software is under a negative application of engineering, and also considering the benefits that the company would have after the application of the software, concluding that the moral actions behind the scandal are under a perspective that the ethics describes as bad intentions.